guys, welcome to Picture Book Drama, where it is everything in entertainment. I am your host, Sean, your video on Comic Guru. Welcome to another episode of stuff I bought. Let's call it what it is. These are things I've gotten from various places. I will go over where I got them from throughout the video. I would apologize for not making videos very often, but I say that in every video. But life happens, guys. I'm hoping to put out maybe 2 per month at this point. I work a lot. I'm hoping to actually do one a week eventually. Just build up stuff and just gun out some videos so that I have more consistency. And I know that's something you need here. But my life has to come first. So I do apologize for that. But if you guys do like the channel, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and leave me a comment. Let me know some of the things that you guys are interested in. That way I can also make sure my videos are tailored to that as well. Because as much as I like to show you guys what I have, I also want to make sure I'm showing you stuff that you want to see. So, without any further ado, let's jump into this stuff. This stuff is not very expensive. I'm not a big money spender type guy. I let other channels do that. They have the money for that. God bless them. I don't. A lot of this stuff is just stuff I found in the wild, super cheap. Like, something I haven't bought in a long time, which is Hot Toys. I have a decent amount of Hot Toys, not a ton. I have enough that fits in a box. But I do tend to collect more of the superhero line or movie lines. That way it's at least interesting. Because I'm not really a gearhead, won't lie. But I saw this and I had to grab it. This is actually a metal version of a Hot Wheels pullback speedster. And that is of the HW Dream Garage Batmobile. The cockpit does slide open, you pull it back, and it actually does move. It actually will drive. It's awesome. Love that. There's a side of it as well for you guys. But I only wanted the Batmobile. Hopefully that focused for you guys. I'll pull it back slow because that tends to make it better. But this was, I believe, here's the price for it. I was at Burlington Coat Factory and I bought a couple of things I'll show you throughout different videos. But it was $5.99. So for a metal piece, that's not bad because I've gone to like Jewel and other places, they're like $10. So be careful when you're looking at prices. Make sure you kind of compare. And if you, kind of hard to compare sometimes, I'll be real, because other places you may not find them. I've never seen these before. So I just saw it at a Burlington Coat Factory and I snagged it. So pick them up when you can find them. Hopefully you get it for a good price. That's the best I can say. Another thing I saw at Burlington, which is actually what caught my attention, this is a 4D build of the Batwing. It's 71 pieces. Never seen these before either. Will I build it? Probably not for a long time, but I like the fact that it can sit on your desk like that. It's a really cool little piece. I always wanted a little Batwing on my desk. So you got that. So this was originally $10. I got it for about 30% off, so what, $7, something like that. So really cool. Like I said, I'm not sure if I'll build it because I got some Lego pieces that I haven't put together either, but I kind of like stuff in box too. Kind of weird that way. Now I know in the thumbnail I showed you some movies. We're gonna get to those, but I did pick up some comics too. Now I am picking up modern day comics, which you can see right there. Move my hand back right there. There. Not the Walgreens back. That is new books. Those are books I have picked up over the last couple of weeks. Haven't been able to organize them into the collection yet, but I am still picking up new books. I would like to get back to doing new comic book day videos, but by the time I get home it's like 8, 9 o'clock and I gotta be up at 2 in the morning, so can't always do it. I'm doing this on my day off. I did pick this up. I will show you. This is the only new book I'll show you in this lot. Is The Killing Joke. This is actually a foil one, so I apologize for you for the way it's showing. But I wanted this one because I do have the first edition, and I like the fact that this is green. I wanted something that stood out from my original issue. This isn't a reader copy. I actually have a digital copy of this that I read all the time. But I wanted this because it just looked really cool as a foil. So, but it wasn't, $8 for it. So think about it. You're spending $8 for this. That's almost 2 comics that you could be buying that are brand new. So Gotta be careful on what you're buying. Yeah, sometimes it adds up unknowingly, so be very wary of that. I was at, where's this? Chicago Comics on Clark and, what is that, Racine? And they have some comics that they have bundled. And I got this one for $5. That is War of the Gods. This is the complete 4-part miniseries. It's issue 1, issue 4. They're all back together. Only problem I have is issue 4 doesn't have that little mini poster. So I had to find it, the first copy, I guess, that comes with the mini poster, because the other 3 do have them. And it's a great connection to the George Perez Wonder Woman issues, because it's actually the 50th anniversary celebration that kind of went wrong. You can, we may go into that in other videos, but this was supposed to be a much bigger deal than it was. Because I remember when it came out, I wasn't even interested in it. I liked the covers, but the story just didn't work for me. And something that broke my heart, actually, and something that happened this morning that actually I was going through my comics before I started filming this, is I found out 2 series that I thought were complete weren't. It's this I'm going to show you, which still is 1 issue from being complete. And another one that I thought I had a run complete. And the run that I thought was complete was of Batman from 404 to 500. I'm missing issue 489, which is the second appearance of Bane. Now, it's not a very expensive book. It's just annoying because I thought I had the thing. Now, I'm going to go look through some other, my duplicates, because I may have put it in there by accident. If so, I'll show you in another video. Or maybe even add it at the end of this one, go, I found it. But if you're like me and you think your run's complete, especially for years. I thought for years that was complete. It wasn't. I'm rambling. But I missed you guys. We could talk. We could talk, right? We could talk. But this right here is a series I thought that was complete. This is Green Arrow, Volume 2, I believe. This is the one that started off with Kevin Smith, that ended with Judd Winnick doing the writing. And I forgot who was the final writer, but I think it was Winnick. But that is obviously Green Arrow. I was missing a good chunk of them, especially around the year 1, I guess, era, or somewhere in that area. But I was missing issue 32, which all these I picked up from Graham Cracker Comics on Chicago and near Sheffield, over actually by Belmont. It's actually probably closer across the street. It's a newer location they moved to maybe 2 years ago. Issue 52 with Zatanna, who's going to be getting her own series again, thankfully. That you hear kicking on is my heat. I am not turning it off. It is Chicago, and it is it's actually 23 degrees outside, which is in balmy weather, considering we've been negative for a while. It is air. Sorry. Issue 57 of Green Arrow. We have year 1. This is the first printing. There's a second printing that's all red, which I have. Now I have the first printing, which is actually of a little greener tint, which is, I got all these for like $3 too, which is great. And that was issue 60, issue 64, 65, and issue 66. I love Green Arrow, probably my second favorite DC character next to Nightwing. Only issue I'm missing is issue 45. I'm hoping to get that before C2E2, because I'd rather be looking for other things than just like 1 issue of a certain series. The final comic I ended up picking up is from Chicago Comics. It was originally $6, got it for 50% off, so I got it for $3. This is Batman No Man's Land Special Number 1, the lenticular cover. The lenticular has seen better days, but I don't have it in my collection, and for $3, I can't go wrong. At least it could be a nice placeholder until I can find a cleaner copy. And for $3, come on, gotta love that. Then speaking of Burlington Coat Factory, I also ended up picking up this nice little Spider-Man shirt. It was $4.99. Love this shirt, it's very comfortable. And then there were the movies. I realized I had a big gap in my Marvel MCU collection. And it's also in my DC collection. More so in my DC, and I'll explain it as we go. Uh, Marvel is, as far as I'm concerned, I still love them. People are like, oh, superhero fatigue. That's BS. It's only fatigue until a good show comes on, like Wonder Man. You guys should watch that. It's fantastic. I was surprised. I thought I would hate it. It's great, but it's nothing like you think. It is so new to how the MCU is. It's shockingly, refreshingly good. I can't recommend it enough. Definitely see it. But I kind of started lagging on picking up stuff because so much stuff was coming out that I just wasn't 100% interested in. But being a purist, I wanted to complete it. Plus, again, I do like the MCU. I do like being able to look at certain movies or certain special features and be able to remember back to when I watched it. It's a nostalgic thing for me as well. So I went on Amazon and I purchased a ton of movies to fill my MCU wall. I don't think anything cost me more than $26. At the least, I think it was like $15. And that is this stack right here that you saw in the thumbnail. Starting with DC, I ended up picking up the James Gunn Superman movie. It wasn't terrible, but you ain't touching. You're not gonna touch the Donner Christopher Reeve Superman. I'm sorry, that still is the echelon, and I hate to say it, I actually like Man of Steel better than this. And I am not a big fan of Man of Steel. This had way too many characters, way too much going on, not enough focus on Superman and his supporting characters. But that's me. I did end up getting Captain America Brave New World. That Superman cost me, I believe, like $19. This cost me like $22. Again, a lot of potential, just way too much going on, way too many hands in a pot. Could have been better. Sam deserves better. So does the Red Hulk. And the leader. The leader deserved better than this. He got really dissed in this. You did him twice, and twice you did him dirty. Either way, well, first time it was a nice intro. This is just dirty. Dirty. One I loved. I love this movie, actually. Thunderbolts, The New Avengers. I got this one for, I think, $22. Great movie. Love the characters. I love the fact that they all come together. They make a great team. They really do. It's kind of like watching the first Avengers where they just don't get along, and by the end, they get along, and not only do they get along, they become a really good team. And they become kind of a family. Next up, speaking of family, is Fantastic Four. The first steps. I was going to say first family, but they are the first family. For for the Marvel Universe, Marvel Comics especially, they are the first family. They're the first ones to come out from Marvel Comics. They are a direct result of the Justice League from DC Comics. Once Marvel found out about that, Stan Lee created the Fantastic Four. That gave him the confidence to do Spider-Man, even if it was a one-shot. He was going to do it, and then it became a phenomenon, and the MCU was born. Quick run through, but that's really the gist of it. I had to have this. I was going to get the 4K, but it was out, and that is Deadpool and Wolverine. I don't even have a 4K player, but I was going to buy one for this because I love this movie. The scene with Deadpool and Wolverine killing all the Deadpools, classic. Just want this so bad on a 4K, but I got this, so at least I have it in my collection. I can actually watch it right now. And then finally, and I think I showed you this before, I'm not sure, but Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I'm pretty sure I showed you this in a former video, but I wasn't sure. But I figured I was doing my MCU video, so I would put this with it, because yes, it is a part of the MCU thanks to this movie. There's a certain scene in there with Andrew Garfield and I believe Tobey Maguire. Maybe even... No, they didn't put Tom Holland in this, but we know that the other two did merge into the other Spider-Man movie, so this is canon now. Now, that's it. I was going to show you something else. I'll show you this one too. I'll show you the last one for just one video. I got this off of eBay. I thought I had this in my collection. I don't. I'm a huge horror fan. Probably my favorite movie genre. And that is Friday the 13th, the series. This series is great. It's kind of like Tales from the Crypt or, those type of series where Actually, no, it's actually more on the lines of like a X-Files or a Fringe, where it's not an anthology series. It's a series that follows three characters exploring different supernatural cases. And that's them. Deborah Messy, who you may know from a certain comedy, is in this, as well as someone who was in a Friday the 13th movie prior to this. Tell me who that was in the comment section, y'all. He's in the photo right here. But this, he's not the same character either. Playing a completely new character, which is just so crazy that they did that, and people really didn't make a stink about it back then. It actually became more of a stake, believe it or not, when it came out on video, and people started realizing it. Which is kind of weird, because it didn't come out on video for like a decade or so after. So, we got that. But this I got for $20. Now, the case is kind of cracked, but it's intact. Everything's in there. You know, it's like, you have everything in there. You see how they are here. I don't want to flip everything over because it's going to fall out, but just shows you how everything is in here. You get, I don't really think you get any special features. Promos and original, you know, it's just basically all promo, sale presentation. So you don't get any behind the scenes, which sucks, but you do get the full series, which I love. So can't wait to start watching these because I couldn't find them anywhere. So now I can add this to my Friday the 13th collection and feel it's complete. That is going to do it for me, guys. It's actually quite a bit in here, and I went on for a while, but again, missed you guys. Love you guys. Can't wait to talk to you guys again. Remember, here at Picture Drama, it is everything in entertainment. My next video, I do have something special. Well, no. Probably I'm going to save it for my C2E2 launch. I did pick something up that you'll see me wearing during C2E2, but I'm going to wait until my C2E2 pass comes, and I'll do a video on that. Please hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button. Let me know what you guys think. What are you guys picking up? What deals have you found? Have you been to a Burlington Coat Factory? And what have you found there? Because they got some great pictures. I've shown you in previous videos some posters I picked up. Some great framework they have out there. I was going, my Hobby Lobby used to be the place. This might be the second one. So, let me know what you guys think. Excuse me. Still getting over being sick. Here at Picture Book Drama, it is everything in entertainment. I am your recovering host, Sean, your video and comic guru. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.